This is what I wish my younger self knew when it came about money. She would just spend recklessly, she would just go about her day, and at the end of the month, she would wonder where did all the money go. Now I track every single cent. I have a proper payday routine, and I also have a money allocation plan to track my net worth at the end of each month. I am no financial expert, but I've studied hundreds of creators that talk about finance, and I've implemented and tested, experimented with their method. So this system I'm about to share is a tried and true method that I've been applying in my life for the past 14 months. In this video, I'll be covering the exact formula with 3 phases and their respective subsections to truly level up your finance game. Okay, so phase 1 is tortoise. Most people actually don't know where their money was going, and that was a major problem for me because I didn't know if I was spending too much, spending too little, or just spending right. So the first most important step to start with is having a 1-week finance audit, which is basically where you track all your money into Google Sheets or just type it out on your phone, just having a system in place. You input every single time you spend money, like cash or by card, and if you received an allowance or something, also track it. So the purpose of this audit is just to understand your financial situation and your expending habits. At the end of this week, just do a quick review and understand what are the categories you have. Maybe it's like shopping, dining, public transport, bills. This is really important if you don't have prior finance management. You have a 1-week data and you are able to analyze it because you can't manage what you don't measure. So once you've analyzed your spendings and understand typically how you spend, you can then set a budget for the next 4 weeks, which will be just multiplying the data by 4. The way I budget is 3 main buckets: savings, fixed expenses, and variable expenses. So this is an example of my fixed expenses. These are an example of my variable expenses. Like I can't account for exactly how much I'm going to spend on food. Likewise for transportation. And of course, savings. How much you want to set aside. So just set this budget, and then for the next month, continue the tracking habit you mentioned earlier. So at the end of the month, once again, review and do a quick analysis. This is something I schedule into my calendar without fail to do a quick monthly check-in. So this helps to check if you're actually aligned with the budget you set for yourself. And in the case that you were, then great job, continue for the next month. In case you weren't, this is where you can do a quick audit. For example, I noticed that I don't usually spend that much on Grab, so I don't have to dedicate $50 for that as a budget. I can just trim it down to about $20. I mostly just rely on public transportation like the bus. Having this raw data and able to see how you're spending, you're able to adjust it accordingly. Adjust your budget such that it realistically fits you. This is not to restrict you. Think of it as like a quality control. It is to help you stay accountable with your actions. Okay, so we're at phase 2, intermediate, which is the rabbit. So compared to just budgeting and saving, you're going to take it a step further by doing a money allocation plan. So how you're going to do this is you need like a payday routine. This is a widely known and tested method upon multiple creators. You will set aside a certain percentage of your money to be saved before you even spend it. The pay yourself method. This is important because it helps you increase your net worth on a month-to-month basis. Saving goals are generally in 3 buckets: short-term, medium-term, and long-term. This is just to have an emergency fund for 6 months of your basic expenses in case something happens. Next up is like a medium savings goal, a medium-term. This could be, for example, you want to purchase a 4-room flat in Singapore HDB. So maybe the price is about 600k. Let's say you need to put 20% down payment, or maybe you want to include rental costs. So we calculate it at 30%. So 30% will be about 180,000. So we need to save 3,000 for the next 60 months, which would be 5 years. Term goal would more like retirement-wise, money that you put aside for investing and then you don't touch at all until you probably reach the age of 50 or 55. So basically, money allocation plan is having a payday routine and choosing where you want to let your money sit in accordance to your savings goal. So now we move to phase 3, which is the lion phase. There's only so much you can do. There's only so much you can budget for, so much you can save for, so much you can, hey, if I put my money here, it's going to be a higher percentage here, I can optimize it. There's only so much of that you can do. So the lion phase is actually increasing your income. This can be as simple as learning a high income skill like editing, putting out on WorkSG to freelance yourself. It can be doing sales calling or pitching yourself. It can even be just documenting your life on social media. Personally, for myself, I actually had a friend reach out to me when I was in my mid-poly years, and through that I built a skin and nutrition business. I didn't make it profitable, but I wasn't too profitable. So after a while, I feel like it didn't resonate with me and I stopped it. Right now, since I'm entering the last year of my poly and I'm actually doing my internship right now, I've been focusing on social media for the past 3 months, and my aunt actually is a TikToker herself, so she understands the content strategies, and she told me to just post, just to be myself in my niche, just mostly productivity, self-help, right? She said it's natural that brands will just tend to reach out to you. Okay, I listened to her and I've been doing for the past 3 months, and I'm really enjoying it. I have so much of fun. So if you're a bit stuck, not sure what to do, maybe you can just start documenting your life online, because there's a lot of skills you'll learn, like how to talk to a camera, how to edit your videos, how to script them to be engaging. There's a lot of skills, yeah. And at the end of the day, it can even be a digital scrapbook for you. And I feel like the era we live in, there's a lot of opportunities and potential to have other streams of income And I think living in Singapore, you would need more than just one stream of income from your day job. So just a disclaimer, I'm actually not yet 21, which is why I didn't talk about any credit card strategies. I've never used a credit card before, and I know that there's a lot of things you can do with them, like miles and cashback, right? I'm not like knowledgeable in the area, therefore I'm not sharing them. Likewise for insurance plans, I personally don't have any, and everything I said here, right, is just purely everything I've done and truly tried and tested, which is why you can see my templates that I've used as I've talked about it. You can see also I didn't talk about investing because I've just built up my emergency funds, and I think that it's really important to have an emergency fund because if shit goes south, you need something to cover your ass. I'm only just starting out on Syfe and Mooney, and I'm just learning from other online creators. So if I learn more about that, I'll share as well. Please don't take my advice wholly. Please do your own research and just take what works for you and leave whatever else doesn't. As always, here are some resources from local creators that I personally learned from and have applied their knowledge, as well as some international creators that I find value from. If you're interested in managing other systems of your life, such as health, wellness, goal setting, as well as mental clarity and journaling, you can check out my other videos here. See you in the next one.